Hello everyone, AR Cubed here, and in this video I'm going to be beginning the second week of my series on the permutation of the last layer for the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. And this week I'm going to be teaching you the N-Permutations. Now for the first algorithm, which I believe is the NB permutation, there are two ways to remember how to recognize the N-Permutations. One is if you hold a solved block on the right face. If it is the NB permutation, then the front left face will have two unsolved stickers. The way I remember this, which helps me remember with execution, is since all N permutations begin with a Z rotation, like so the top face is on the right, then if there's two solved stickers on the bottom, if it is the NB permutation, then the U face and the M or E slice will need to be permuted, which helps me remember the fact that rotating the top face is the first move in this algorithm. The algorithm is U prime, R, D prime, R2, U, R prime, D, U prime, R, D prime, R2, U, R prime, D, R prime. And then your cube is solved. Now I don't have the quickest N-perms, but here's execution of that a little bit faster. It's also kind of hard to do looking through a viewfinder, but that is the NB permutation. Tips for speed solving this execution of this algorithm is just, this algorithm is just raw TPS, except when you're doing that, just do them both at the same time. And that's all the speed solving tips I have for this algorithm. Now for the NA permutation. If you hold it to your right, with a solved block on your right, doesn't matter whether it's front right or back right, but the RF face will have two pieces that need to be solved. Or if you do the Z rotation, which is required for both N-perms, I cannot stress enough that you remember to do the Z rotation or your cube is just going to be majorly screwed up, and it's not going to solve it. But this one begins with the D face. The algorithm is D, R prime, U, R2, D prime, R, D, U prime, R prime, U, R2, D prime, R, U prime, R. Execution a little bit faster. This algorithm looks like this. Tips for this are similar to the NB permutation. Just go through it with raw TPS, except the D, U prime can all be done with one move, or done at the same time like so, and you want to remember that because that will greatly speed up your N permutations. Now for the faster executions of both algorithms, starting with the NA. And now the other one. If you like this video, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. There will be a new video in this series coming next week, along with another video, just a miscellaneous one, my every other weekly upload.